We're going to do a bit on shoulders today, actually, because I think it'd be quite a good idea, just in the line of what we've been talking about, sort of sitting down a lot. I think it's quite nice. We've focused a bit more on the glutes as well lately. So as always, please listen to your body. Any pain, be mindful. Let's try to strike that healthy balance of pushing yourself just the right amount. So maybe not being too worried too quickly. But what we're going to do, we're going to come into child's pose, and we are going to focus a little bit on the shoulders today. So as you come into child's pose, just bring yourself quite deep into the shoulders if that's available. So you might want to bring your knees out wide and just let your chest sink towards the mat. And have the arms in front of you, so you're feeling that nice stretch in the shoulders. We're just going to come to the breath and exhale the first few out breaths through the mouth. And just notice how that feels and make any adjustments that you need. And let's feel that breath in the back of the body as well. As you inhale, just take the hands and bring them towards the shoulders. So we're bending the arms and just patting yourself on the shoulder. Just keep the hands there for a couple of moments. You can feel that stretch in the upper arms. And slowly release. I want you to turn the palms to face up towards the ceiling. So externally rotating the shoulders. And again, just notice that sensation. Does it feel nice? Does it feel a little bit uncomfortable? Being aware of those feelings, not judging, just being aware. Deep inhale. And as you exhale, turn the palms back to face the mat. And as you inhale, just slowly lift the bum up and take the chest off the mat a little bit. So we're coming into puppy pose. So adjust the arms as much as you need. Then take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, just take the bum back towards the lift. We're going to inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. So we're stretching into the shoulders. Just modify and vary this in a way that suits you. Work with the breath. Take one more inhale coming up. And exhale coming down. And so you just draw the arms in a little bit, coming back into your child's. Let's take a deep inhale. Feel it in the ribs as well. Let's take the hands towards the ribs if that works, maybe towards the back. And as you breathe in, fill that space. Exhale. Then take a deep inhale. As you exhale, let's walk the hands over to the right. Take hold of the left wrist with the right hand. Inhale, stretch into that left side body. We're going to take that left hand, bring it to the back of the body. So towards the lower back, palm facing up. And we're going to inhale as we lift the head over towards the left. So just opening up the shoulders a little bit more. And again, feel free to adjust. Feel free to vary or modify. Breathe in, breathe out. See if you can lift that chest up a little bit, maybe. Take a deep inhale and exhale to release. Bring the arm back. And we're going to inhale. We lift the head off, lift the bum up. And we're going to come into a sort of weird down dog facing towards this side of the mat. We're just going to pedal the feet, bend the knees. And I want you to inhale as you take that left arm up towards the sky. Just breathing. Keep that right shoulder nice and strong. So remember to get that nice lift. And we're going to slowly exhale as we bring the knees down, bring the arm down, coming all the way back into our side child's pose for a couple of moments. Slowly walk back to center. When you're ready, take a couple more breaths. And we're going to slowly walk the hands over to the left. So take hold of the right wrist this time. Breathe into that right side body. We're going to try and just draw the buttocks down towards the heels to make a nice big stretch if that's comfortable. This time we're going to take the right hand, bring it to the back of the body. So we're just twisting the right arm, palm facing up. Inhale, we lift the head and the chest. Just take a nice little twist over to the right. So just do what feels right here. Lift on the inhale. See if you can stretch into that right shoulder, squeezing it towards the spine, stretching into the front of that right shoulder for 3, for 2, for 1, and release. And slowly come back to the mat, take the arm out. Take a couple of breaths here. And when you're ready, we're going to inhale as we lift ourselves up, coming into our down dog on the other side. So just pedal the feet. And we're going to lift that right arm, sorry, up towards the sky. Nice little twist. Keep that left shoulder nice and strong. Breathe in, breathe out. And exhale to release. Just bring it all the way back to the mat. Take the bum back towards the heels. Couple of breaths here in your side child pose. And let's slowly come back to center. When you're ready, just bring yourself up into your tabletop position. Have the hands spread out nice and wide, wrists below the shoulders, knees below the hips. And just check your alignment here as well. Just making sure that you're operating in a safe way. And we're going to take our cat-cow breath. So as you inhale, tilt the pelvis towards the mat. So first of all, feel that movement. Draw the belly towards the mat. Working nicely up towards the shoulders. Feel the shoulders slowly drawing in towards the spine. And take the gaze up. So nice stretch into the neck as well. As you exhale, draw the pelvis the opposite way. Belly comes in towards the spine, round the shoulder blades, gaze comes down. So just flow through a few of these. Take your time. Add any other little movements. Not want to go side to side. Should feel quite nice. Let's take a couple more and slowly come back to your neutral spine. And what I want you to do now is inhale, you take that right arm out in front of you, so parallel with the mat. We're going to lift that left leg up. So first of all, keep the hips in line, so nice stable pelvis. So just check yourself here. If you need to internally or externally rotate the hip on the left side, and do that. Try to get the core engaged as well. And then we're going to bend that left knee, and we're going to take hold of the left of the right hand. So you can just take the gaze to the right if available. Inhale to lift. So press that foot in down. Lift, lift, lift. And release. Slowly come back to the mat. And let's take the left side, so the left arm comes out. So reach it forward. Feel the shoulder going towards the upper body as well. Just lift that right leg up. And again, check your hips. So if they're really out of line, see if you can just draw that right hip internally rotated towards the mat. Just to line up the hips. Only do this if your body works that way. We're exercising the core here. Let's bend the right knee. Take hold of the right foot this time. Inhale as we lift. You can take the gaze over to the left. Slowly release on the exhale. And we're going to work into the shoulders a little bit more. So come up with the fingertips for a few breaths. Just notice that sensation. And I want you to round the shoulders and draw them in. Round and in. One more time, round and in. Neutral spine. Release the hands. And we're going to take the left leg out. So you come into the balls of the left foot. And just pulse on it a few times. We're opening up the hamstrings. Just take it as far as you need. And then we're going to take that right arm and we're going to thread it under the left armpit, coming onto the right shoulder. So nice stretch for that right shoulder. Take the left hand out in front so you've got more support. And option to lift that left leg off the mat. So it's your choice. Take a deep inhale all the way in. All the way out. Really feel that exhale all the way out. And when you're ready, just draw that left hand in a little bit. Lift yourself up on the inhale. And just sweep that right arm up over to the right. A little counter stretch. And release. And bring that left knee in. And we're going to take the other side. So we're going to take that right foot out. And just pulse on the ball of the right foot. So we're opening up the right hamstring a little bit more. And we're going to take that left arm, spread it under the right armpit, drop that left shoulder. Take that right arm out a little bit more and you can lift that right leg up if you want. So it is quite strong with the lift. Just do what feels right. Breathe with it. Keep inhale all the way in. All the way out. Slowly bring that right hand in a little bit. As you lift up, twist that left arm up over to the left. Nice counter stretch. And release. Nice, everybody. And we're going to come onto the forearms. We're going to work into the shoulders a little bit more. We're going to work into the upper body a little bit more. So we are going to do our dolphin push-ups. Take the hands. Bring the hands to the opposite elbows. Check that you're roughly shoulder distance apart. Bring the hands in front of you. Just take hold of the finger, just twine the fingers. Lift the hips up, coming into your dolphin dog. You can stay here if you want. That's absolutely fine. If you want to go a little bit deeper, just shuffle the feet back slightly and come forward to kiss the mat almost. So you're coming into like a dolphin plank. You're lifting up and down. But again, it's good to check your alignment in these poses. I sometimes find I'm a little bit lazy when I do this, so I'm checking myself to make sure I'm coming a little bit deeper into it. So let's keep going for 3, for 2, for 1, and hold. And release. Drop the knees, come back into child's pose for a few breaths. Just take the arms wherever you want. Oh, that's quite strong, so just take your time. When you're ready, slowly bring yourself up into your tabletop again. And this time I want you to take that right foot and bring it between the hands. We're just going to come forward into a little bit of a lunge. We're just working into the hips as well. You should feel it in the back leg as well. What we're doing is we're extending that back leg. We're flexing into that front hip. You can release the hands onto the knees. That's comfortable. And then we're going to slowly lift the bum back towards that left heel. Take the hands on the side to support you as we work into that front hamstring. And slowly come back, bending into that right knee. One more stretch. And when you're ready, walk the hands to the inside of that right leg. And we're going to come into our side lunge. It's a nice stretch. You can release the hands if that's available. You can have a little go at it if you want. So don't worry if you wobble out of it, that's totally fine. Nice and strong. And when you're ready, you can use the hands to support you, but bring yourself up through goddess pose and take yourself straight into the left side. So we're bending into the left knee now. So just be aware of any differences on this side. I'm definitely weaker on this side. So it's quite fun to try releasing the hands. And then we're going to slowly walk the hands. So we're framing that left foot. Drop the right knee. We're just going to mirror it on the other side. So we're just going to stretch into the left side a little bit. Working into that right side hip flexor as well. And slowly drop the bum back towards the right heel. Stretching into the left hamstring this time. Nice. And then just turn yourself so you're facing the front of the mat, coming back into your tabletop. And just release the bum towards the heels. You can tuck the toes, you can untuck the toes. And we're going to inhale as we sweep the arms up, take the gaze up, and release. And lift. And release. Just take 3 more. Nice. And we're going to take that right arm, we're going to take it across the chest like so. Take the left hand on the upper arm like so. We're just stretching into that right shoulder. Deep inhale. And exhale, 2 release. And let's switch it over. So the left arm comes across the body. We're just going to stretch into that left shoulder now. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, 2 release. Just release the hands. And we're going to rotate the wrists both directions. So nice. Right to the wrists as well. Brilliant. And let's come into our tabletop position. We're going to tuck the toes under. Inhale as you lift the hips up, coming into downward facing dog. So take a few moments, pedal the feet, bend the knees, and really focus that breath in the back of the body as well. External rotation of the upper arms. You can stay here, or we can drop the elbows and lift. Drop and lift. And again. And again. And just take it for 3, for 2, for 1, and hold. And lift. We're going to inhale as we lift the heels. Exhale to release. Inhale to lift. Exhale to release. One more time. Stretch into the toes. And release. And we're going to take 3 lion's breaths here. Deep inhale. As you exhale, gaze between the hands. And we're going to slowly walk the feet towards the hands. Come to the top of the mat. And just come into your little ragdoll for a few moments. Swing it out. Shake it out. Bend the knees here as much as. I'm going to come to wherever your hands meet, whether it's the big toes, the shins. Absolutely fine. We're going to inhale, we lift the chest, straighten the arms. Exhale to release. And again. Just flow through a few of these. Let the back relax. Just slowly come to stillness. And when you're ready, we're going to come all the way up. Sweep the arms up overhead, come onto the tiptoes. And release. Just take a few shoulder rolls and slowly make your way into your Tadasana, your mountain pose. So just check your feet. You can bring them together or keep them apart. Lift up the toes, spread them out, back on the mat. Shoulders away from the ear, arms by the side. Nice neutral tailbone. I'm going to start with just the normal stroke sun salutation. So keep your eyes closed if you want. That's entirely up to you. We're going to inhale to rise. Exhale to fold forward from the hips. Inhale halfway in, support the spine. Exhale as you step back into plank pose. We're going to hold plank for a little bit longer though. Nice and strong. Breathe in, draw the heels away. Let's take one more inhale. Exhale, let's bend the elbows. Inhale, let's open heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Make your adjustments. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe out. Exhale all the way out. One more inhale. And exhale as you gaze between the hands. Step or walk feet to hand. Inhale, halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale to right. Exhale to take the time. Find your Tadasana. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale to right. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, we step back into plank pose. So we're going to hold it here. You've got the option of staying in plank or lift that left hand up, come into side plank. And from side plank, with the left hand lifted, you can work into the left glute. Lift the leg up and down, up and down, up and down. One more time. And release. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, bring that left hand back to the mat in your plank pose. Draw the heels away, engage the core. Exhale, lower it down through chaturanga. Work into the triceps. Open the heart. Downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Remember to rotate the upper arms away from each other, so nice and open in the shoulders. We're going to inhale, we lift that right leg in the air. We're going to bend that right knee and bring the right foot behind the right hand. Turn that left foot 45 degrees, bend the right knee as we come up into warrior one. So make your adjustments. You want the hips facing forward if that's what your body allows. So if you need to bring the feet wider apart, then do so. I'm going to draw that left hip towards the front of the mat. And we're going to take the arms up, however they're comfortable. So just take care of the shoulders here. And we're going to straighten the arms out if that's available. And we're going to fan it over to the right for a little twist. Come back through center and fan it over to the left. And let's take it back. And this time we're going to take the hands behind the back, clasp the fists, shoot it towards the mat. Draw the shoulders in, take the gaze up. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, just start coming forward into Temple Warrior. Keep that right knee bent. Deep inhale. Exhale. We're going to inhale to come all the way up. Release the hands. Just relax the shoulders for a few moments. And we're going to slowly bring the hands to the mat. And I want you to walk the hands again to get inside of that right foot. Coming into a side lunge. And from here, we're going to inhale, we lift all the way up into warrior two. So we're bending into that right knee. Adjust that left foot. Okay, so just check your stance, bring the arms up. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, straighten that right leg. Breathe and reach forward with the right fingers. Feel the pelvis moving towards the right as well. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, we're going to come into Trikonasana on the right side. So take the left arm towards the sky. Gaze can be up or down. Draw that left hip up and back. Take your left hand and brush the ribs towards the sky. There's a little twist as well. Don't worry, you need to lift the right hand up slightly. Breathe in, breathe out. Deep inhale. Exhale. As you inhale, come all the way up. Come back into warrior two, into that right knee. Exhale, drop the right elbow on the right knee. Sweep that left arm up and over. Nice stretch. For 3, for 2, for 1, and release. Come back into warrior two. Let's straighten that front knee again. And this time we're going to come to revolved triangle. So I want you to start twisting over towards the right. Take the left hand down towards that right leg. Take the right arm up. So you might not go into it that deep, that's totally fine. Just work with it. Deep inhale. Exhale to release. And start bringing yourself all the way back up. And we're going to take the toes into our pigeon toes and come into our goddess pose. So all the knees away. And we're going to pulse it here. For 3, for 2, for 1, hold. And option to take it to the right. Drop that right elbow towards the right thigh and lift up, take it to the right. And again. Do one more on each side. Come back to center. And we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to start seeing if we can go straight down into that right knee. Don't worry if you need to use your hands. I'm doing exactly that. And we're going to start framing the front foot. And from here, we're going to bring that left foot towards the right foot. And we're just going to sink into the mat a little bit. So we're just bending down into some sort of a squat. Now you can stay here. You can release the bum, or you can have a go at child's pose. So hands spread out. Lift the hips up, come onto the balls of the feet. Tuck the knees in towards the triceps. And just have a little bit of it, shifting the weight forward. And when you're ready, we're going to drop that left leg back again. And this time we're going to shoot the right leg in the air. So we're coming into 3-legged dog. And we're going to open the hips, stack the right over the left. Option to drop back into wild. We're going to meet back in plank. Downward dog. You can stay in dog, or you can take 3-legged chaturanga. And we all meet in downward facing dog. So let's take 3 lines breath there. Take 1 more inhale. Exhale, gaze between the hands. Step or walk, feet to hand. Inhale, halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise. Gaze up. Exhale to release. Wow, so you're doing really well, everyone. That's quite strong. We're going to do that on the other side. So hopefully I will remember how it all works. So just take a few breaths, take a little bit of a shake. And we're going to come back into our Tadasana, mountain pose. Shoulders away from the ears, arms by the side. Breathe in, breathe out. Feeling nice and tall. Inhale to rise. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway in. Exhale, step it back to plank. Option to stay in plank. Option to lift the right hand off this time. Coming into side plank. Option to lift that right leg up and down. Working into the glutes. When you're ready, we'll all meet in planks. Deep inhale. Exhale, let's lower it down. Elbows in towards the body. Untuck the toes, open the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Gonna inhale that left leg in the air this time. Bend the left knee, bring the left foot behind the left hand. 45 degrees off the right foot. Bend the left knee, coming into warrior one. Remember to take the arms wherever it's comfortable. If it's available, straighten the arms out to the side and twist it over to the left. Back through center, over to the right. Back through center. And we're going to take the arms this time to the back. You can either clasp the fist like we did before, or you can take opposite elbow, or you can take reverse prayer. Your choice. I'm going to take the hands again, shoot the fist towards the back, draw the shoulders, take the gaze up. Wow. Slowly release the hands towards the mat, and we're going to start bending into that left knee. Come on the inside of that left foot. We're going to come into our side lunge on the left this time. And from here, I want you to lift yourself all the way up into your warrior two. So make your adjustments. I know I'm weak on this side, so I'm fine with that. Bending into the left knee. And we're going to straighten that left knee. Reach forward with the left fingers and come into Trikonasana, triangle pose on this side. So remember, it's a twist as well. So you can take the right hand and just sweep the ribs towards the sky. Pull that right hip up and back. Let's take a deep inhale. As you exhale, you can take it back. If it's not there, inhale to lift. Bring it back into your warrior two. We're going to slowly drop that left elbow, sweep that right arm up and across, coming to your side angle. Nice stretch. And let's come back up to warrior two. Let's straighten that left knee again. And this time we're going to come into our revolved triangle. So we're going to take that right hand, start bringing it towards the inside that left leg, and take the left arm up. We're almost there, guys. Take a deep inhale, exhale. You're going to inhale to come all the way up. And then we're going to adjust the feet and we're going to come into goddess pose on this side. And we're going to come down into the hips. And we're going to pulse it for 3, for 2, for 1. And you've got the option of taking the elbow over to the left, over to the right. And come back to center. And from here, we're going to start gradually bending into that left knee. So use the hands to support you. We're going to start framing that front foot. Bring the right foot towards the front. And you've got the option of coming into crow pose again. So just take your time if you want to have a go. Have a little go at shifting the weight forward. Lifting one foot off the mat at a time. When you're ready, come out of crow pose. And we're going to take that right leg back again. And we're going to shoot that left leg in the air. So we're coming back into our three-legged dog. Option to stay here, option to come into a three-legged vinyasa. We're all going to meet in our final downward facing dog. We've got about 5 minutes to go. So just breathe in, breathe out. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, take the gaze between the hands. Step or walk, feet back. Inhale for your halfway lift. Exhale to front. Inhale to right. Through Hastasana. Exhale to release. Really great work, guys. We'll just give you a couple of standing poses. And then just make our way to our final Shavasana. We're going to do tree pose. So just remember what we talked about last week about trying not to lock out the standing hips. So start engaging the glutes a bit more. So I'm going to lift the right leg off the mat first. Take the right hand, place it on the inside of the left thigh. So you want to be above the knee or below the knee. Take the hands to heart center. And as you exhale, just release that right foot. Bring that right knee into the chest. You can use the hands at any point to support you. Straighten that right leg. Bring it back in towards the chest and start pivoting forward over the hips. Take the right leg behind you, coming into your warrior three. Just do whatever you want with your arms. Let's slowly come all the way back up. Bring the knee in. I'm just having a go at it with no hands, so you can do what you're comfortable with. Release that foot, just shake it all down. And do the other side. I'm going to lift that left leg off the mat. Bring that left foot in towards that right thigh. So I think this is my slightly stronger side. Standing side, nice and strong. Deep inhale. As you exhale, slowly release. You can try it with no hand. Bring that left knee towards the chest. You can straighten that left leg if it's available. And we're going to start pushing forward. So take that left leg back. Coming into warrior three. The other side. We're almost there, guys. Remember to externally rotate the lifted leg because you want to try and be straight in the hips if that's available. Walking already. Ooh. Going to come back. Reverse it. Bring that left knee in. And release. And shake it all out. We're going to bring the hands to heart center. Take the feet mat width apart. And we're going to slowly start lowering down. We're coming to the end of the practice, guys. Come into a yogi squat. You take a few moments to use the elbows to stretch out the hips. You can twist to the left and right. And slowly release the bum to the mat. You're going to take the legs out in front of us. Bend in the knee. It's optional. Flex the feet. Hands by the side. Inhale to lift. Exhale. Slowly release on the exhale. And the last thing we're going to do before Shavasana is come into your forward fold. So I want you to bring the feet together, knees out wide. Just take a deep inhale as we lift and lengthen. Exhale as we hinge forward from the hip. Neutral spine, just for a couple of breaths. And then when you're ready, slowly release. Just let it all go. When you're ready, slowly come up with the next inhale. We've got a couple of minutes left. We're just going to draw the knees in together. And I want you to slowly come into your final Shavasana. And when you're on the mat, just give everything a nice squeeze. And exhale to release. So we'll be here for about a minute. And we're just going to start deepening the breath. Slowly starting to wriggle the fingers and the toes. Let's rotate the ankles and the wrists in both directions. Just take a few stretches, anything that you need, and we'll meet in our comfortable seated position in a few breaths. When you're there, just keep your eyes closed and your face soft. And you can bring the hands to heart central, gently resting on the knees. We're going to end today's practice with our 3 clearing breath. You can take the thumbs up to the third eye. And I want to thank you all for joining me in this practice. I want to thank you all for joining me on this journey. The inner light in me will always honour the inner light in you. Thank you so much for today's practice. Thanks very much, everybody.
Thanks, Shab.
Thanks a lot. So the next class will be tomorrow this week. Brilliant. Thanks, everyone. Take care.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Bye.